of the World Bank once said, "We have to wake up to the fierce urgency of the now." Imagine waking up one day only to find out that cows have filed a lawsuit against humans. Yes, you hear that right, a lawsuit. Their complaint? Don't blame us for releasing methane into the atmosphere when you're the ones building toxic chemical factories and driving gas-guzzling cars. Now, I know that sounds absurd, but let's be honest. If the planet could talk, it would be screaming at us right now. How many of you have a cousin who asks a million questions? I see many hands up. Great. Because last month I was helping out my little cousin with his homework when he asked me a simple question. Why do the rivers in our pictures look blue and clean, but the ones nearest look brown and dirty? And he's absolutely right. Rivers that once sparkled now looks more like chocolate milkshake, but not the tasty kind. Forests are vanishing faster than my exam notes the night before the test. And the climate? One day it's scorching summer, the next a freezing winter. It's like climate has severe trust issues. But here's the good news. We have the power to fix this. And no, I'm not asking you to abandon your civilization and go live in a tree house, although that would be pretty cool. What I'm talking about is real, actionable solutions, innovations that are already paving a better way to a sustainable future. So, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I'm here with you all to share the transformative solutions that are helping to heal our planet. Solutions that align with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. What are those, you might ask? Well, the SDGs are 17 global targets set out by the United Nations to make our world a better place by 2030. So, like Mahatma Gandhi once said, we must be the change we wish to see in the world. So, let us explore how we can heal the planet, not by waiting for change, but by actively being part of it. One day, my cousin asked me, yet again, "Vivaan, why does the sky look so different?" I looked up. And sure thing, the sky wasn't the deep, bright blue we once knew. It was hazy, exhausted, and almost resigned. He pointed out at a factory in the distance, with smoke curling out like a dragon's breath. "Is that the villain?" he asked. And I started laughing because that's how kids see the world these days. Heroes, villains, and a mission to save the world. So, I told him a story. There are many villains in this world. Let me introduce you to a few of the biggest climate criminals. Villain number 1, plastic pollution. Plastic bags have traveled more than most of us ever will. They float in oceans, crawl up mountains, and probably have their own passports by now. Villain number 2, food waste. Do you know that a third of the world's food is being wasted? Yes, that's like making 3 pizzas and tossing one straight into the trash. Villain number 3, fashion revolution. We say, "I have nothing to wear," but do you know that every second, a truckload of clothes is either burned or discarded? So next time you see a pay for one, get 2 free sale, maybe think twice. And then I told him about a surprising villain. Villain number 4, cows. Yes, cows. My cousin's eyes widened. Cows? But they're so cute. And he's absolutely right. Yes, they are. But here's the thing. Cows release methane, a gas that is 25 times more harmful than carbon dioxide. Of course it's not their fault. They're just chewing, moving, and potentially plotting over to take the world. Okay, maybe not the last part. But this curiosity had led me to a vital point. What do heroes do when there are villains? They find solutions. And guess what? We already have some solutions at hand. Even though we are playing the roles of the villains, we can flip the script and become the heroes. And the SDGs are a sidekick. The SDGs are a blueprint for action. And let me talk about the solutions. Solution number 1, turning trash into treasure. We've all heard about recycling, right? But do you know that people are building actual houses out of plastic bottles? Yes, actual homes. In Colombia, a company is turning recycled plastic into Lego-style bricks. And guess what? They're stronger than concrete. So next time someone says, you live in a plastic house, just reply yes, and it's more earthquake-proof than yours. But here's the catch. We don't need any cutting-edge technology to start. Just smarter waste management in our everyday lives. Say no to single-use plastics unless, of course, you enjoy the taste of microplastics in your sushi. So when we follow these, we can contribute to SDG goal number 12, responsible consumption and production. Solution number 2, sustainable eating. Now I know what you're thinking. Are you saying I should never eat my burgers again? Relax. I'm not here to take your burgers away, but here's something to consider. The meat industry produces more greenhouse gases than all the world's cars, planes, and trains combined. So if we cut back our meat consumption just a little, say 1 plant-based meal a week, we could make a massive difference. And here's some good news. Scientists are already making plant-based burgers that look, smell, taste, and even zip fat like real meat. So good that even chickens would approve. So next time you go to a restaurant, try out a veggie burger. If it doesn't taste great, blame me. But if it does, you just help to save our planet. Changes won't happen overnight, right? So to make things easier, start with meatless Mondays. Then maybe try falafel Fridays. And guess what? At the end, you will be celebrating sambar Sundays. So when we choose a veggie burger over meat, we're personally contributing to 3 SDG goals. SDG goal number 2, zero hunger. SDG goal number 13, climate action. And SDG 15, life on land. Solution number 3, smarter cities, a smarter future. Imagine a city where buildings purify the air like trees. Roads generate electricity when a car runs over them. And trash bins talk to you saying, hey, don't litter, I'm watching you. It sounds like a sci-fi movie, right? But here's the exciting news. These innovations already exist. Green roofs in Singapore are turning buildings into massive air purifying plants. Kinetic roads in London generate electricity when a car drives over them. And smart bins in South Korea charge you depending on how much you waste. So my cousin's problem in the future won't be about pollution. It'll be about trash bins reporting him for littering. So when we follow these, we can straightforwardly contribute to SDG goal number 11, sustainable cities and communities. A smarter city equals a smarter future. After all this, my cousin looked up to me and asked, so, what do we do now? And that's the best part, I replied. We don't have to wait for superheroes. We can be the change. But what can you do? And here's where I bring this back to you. You might be thinking, I'm just one person. What big difference can I make? Well, let me ask you, how does a forest fire start? With one single spark. One person refusing plastic. One person choosing a sustainable fashion. One person can become a massive change. All right, I have something to confess. I love breaking things. Not in a destructive way, but in the way an engineer would break things to understand how they work. As a child, I would break all my toys just to understand their inner workings. My parents were thrilled until they realized I wasn't putting them back together. But this had led me to a vital realization. The idea that if we understand how things work, we can fix them. And the planet needs fixing. And that's what I set out to do in my own way. Through innovation, through sustainability, and believe it or not, through gaming. Yes, gaming. You might be wondering, gaming? How does that repair the world? Well, let me introduce you to Goalkeepers, a series of SDG goal games that I have created to teach young students about the UN SDGs. Let me introduce you to them. My first game, Among Us, Responsible Consumption and Production. In this game, the player moves around the map and segregates the waste, ensuring SDG 12. In my second game, Zero Hunger, the player uses their body as the main part and moves to catch only the healthy food, promoting SDG 2. My third game, Catch That Fish, inspired by Flappy Bird, where the player needs to use their hand to move the fish and act as marine life, and helps to follow SDG goal number 14, life below water. But here's the good news. Innovation isn't about achieving something big. It's about ensuring that everyone learns in an equal manner. And I was honored when my work on Goalkeepers was recognized at the National CBSE Skill Expo, where I had won first place. This proves that technology can truly make a huge difference. Everyone over here can lead to some change. Some do it through education, some can do it through science, and yes, a few through gaming. Well, now I have a challenge for you. Close your eyes. I see a few who didn't close there. Can you please close, everyone? All right. Think of one simple change that you can do to make our world a better place. Whether it's using a plastic bottle, whether it's using a sustainable fashion, anything, just hold on to that. Great. Now open your eyes. Say that we can do this. And turn to the person next to you and shake their hands. See, this proves that change isn't started by governments or corporations. It starts with us. The SDGs are a blueprint for action. The villains are real, but so are the heroes. And the heroes, they're sitting right here, right now. But I have some more points. We are living in an era where collective action can truly shift the course of history. Think about how cities like Copenhagen are leading the way in sustainability through intensive cycling infrastructure and renewable energy. Think about how Costa Rica works on 99% of renewable energy, proving that large-scale change isn't just possible, it's achievable. Or think about small-scale changes, like when India had implemented a ban on plastic, it sparked a wave through tons of people, making sure that millions of plastic waste was reduced. Together, we can drive this same kind of change, but it starts with each of us. Because at the end of the day, the question isn't, can we change the world? It's, will we? And I believe that we will. Do you? Thank you.